and Firewood, coming to you live on Monday, May 19th, 2025. I'm out here in front of my bay number 2 dry firewood storage area, which I'm trying to get this filled up. And the wood that I fill it up with, it needs to be, if it's semi-season, it needs to be in there by May 31st. So I only got, what, like 12 days to go? Then only dry wood can go in there, because I plan on selling this not till like December or later if possible, you know, so I can load it from a area that's a wood that's not buried in snow. But I gotta keep stockpiling right now for the winter time. But what we got here is this is some of the oak that my neighbor David brought over. I had Mike on Thursday buck this up and load it for me, and then I got the truck back right up here where I could just roll these on here, so it'll be easier for me to do it. You know, I got one arm and one that's about a hand, an arm that's about 10% useful, and so I'm going to be splitting this oak and going into there. Well, Rogala turkey hunts, but he promised me he's gonna come over here and change the oil on the generator. I'm gonna show you that here in a second. My initial plan with this wood is I was gonna split it and put it back there on the back of the barn, but I don't think this wood's dry enough. Plus, trying to get my truck set up in there to do it. I'm sure Mike can find drier stuff than this. I think some of this stuff still needs some time to season. So I just said I'm going to put it in here and do that, because my initial plan was to do this on Friday, but we lost power at 4:30 a.m. on Friday morning, and here it is 77 hours later, or 78 now, still no power. And I got to do a delivery tomorrow, so I need to get this out of here. I don't want to just dump it out. I wanted to split it on Friday or Saturday, but I didn't, you know, can't take a shower without power. So that kind of screws those plans. And I gotta deliver. I gotta go get some oak that's back there, and load up my truck. So now I gotta do all of this today, because I think it's gonna rain tomorrow. And then so I gotta get it all done today. I don't want to have to do it in the morning. So now I gotta do everything today. But I just want to show you the generator's still going. I don't know, can you hear it? Got it, you know, running the house. My brother's been working on something. King of Firewood's been working on a project out here. He's making these walking sticks that actually look pretty cool. Check that out. Isn't that pretty cool looking? Walking sticks. So anyway, he's using some of the power from the generator. But our neighbors, there's a power pole that's, the top of it's half broke off. It's got a transformer on it. It's going to need to be replaced. The wire's rehooked up. And it's probably a 6-hour job. Nobody's over there working on it. They said that our power is supposed to be back by 1 p.m. today. But nobody's working on it, so I don't see that happening. So we'll see if we have it by tomorrow. I figure we probably lose power 14 days out of the year, and that's like straight 24 hours a day. So you calculate how many hours is that we go without power every year. You know, that's on average. Sometimes it's probably like 20. That's 3 weeks, no power, no running water. As you can see, my frustration about the whole deal is starting to boil over. I'm really over it. I'm so over it. But I think that's a good angle. You know, I got to be able to look at the camera and then you can see me. Is that Jared or David Green? You got power, David Green? Anyway, So I got my winter glove. Even though it's not that cold, it's like 50 degrees. You can see I'm wearing a hoodie, but it's too hard to put, normal size, regular working gloves on. So I'm just gonna put this on if I can. I know I can. But remember, I really don't have much control over my fingers on my wrist. But I can do this now. I can do that. You find ways to get stuff done. I use my legs and my teeth a lot to hold stuff. A lot of people say, oh, why you got two people? Well, would have somebody throw the wood is a big help. You get things done a lot faster. A lot of people say, oh, you don't do anything, when I'm helping Mike split. Well, I'll tell you what, I'd like to have somebody throwing this wood right now. And I talked to Charlie the other night. Hi, Charlie. I know he's watching the replay on YouTube, but no power. The last power outage we had from the March 30th storm. Our power was out for 80 hours. So I'm sure we're going to pass that. There's only 20 customers on the power grid where we're at that are still out. But it was we had a tornado about 2 miles from here. That's kind of a close call. I mean, it happened Thursday night. Which is what, the 14th or something? 15th? There was supposedly 500 extra crews here from out of state. They must have sent all the extra people home. There's over 200,000 customers. That's assuming, one person per house. And that's not true. So let's just say three people on average per home. For 200,000 homes, 600,000 people without power. You see how I'm going to do this? I probably could pick this one up, but I can just roll them right out. I know a lot of these are too heavy. I couldn't pick them up off the ground with one arm, even with the hookaroon. So that's why I got it set up like this, how I can handle it. I guess Mike's been doing some storm cleanup. He had tornadoes by his house too. He sent me a picture of a massive cherry tree he's working on. I hope he's getting paid for it and keeping the wood. Maybe I'll do it this way. Normally have the split piece be on that side. And I'll try it to be on my side. I think it's supposed to rain the next 3 days. I guess I can at least be thankful for it's not raining. With me having to work. You know, I got a delivery to do, and I got to do it by 11 a.m. but before the restaurant opens tomorrow. So I got to get my truck unloaded by splitting everything. I have another delivery to do. I was going to do tomorrow as well if I had somebody helping me, but I guess Mike has to take Mike has to give his mother-in-law a ride to work, so he said he can't help me tomorrow. The king of Firewood doesn't know what he's doing. I might be able to do one delivery. But at least at that delivery, the pizza oven place, they have people help me do it. Half of it has to be put on a mobile rack. Then the other half gets transferred into another truck, and then they take that to the other store. I still should do it. I don't know if they'll let me do a live stream up there though on the delivery, because they have customers coming in and out. They'd probably say no. Guess I should have just did this on Friday or Saturday, and then today I could have just loaded the wood. If you just joined us on the live stream, no, I don't have power. We don't have power. They're saying 1 p.m. today, but I highly doubt that. They pushed the restoration time back like 4 or 5 times now. There's no way I was picking that one off the ground. I sure hope that when I split it, one of them doesn't fall off the ground. Although I wasn't split in half, I probably could pick it up. But I'd have to use the hookaroon. With these storms, been getting a lot of messages and calls. Oh, you come clean up my yard for free. Clean it up for the wood. No, you're not doing me a favor. I'd be doing you a favor. And I'm in no position to be giving out favors. Especially to people I don't know. If you want to pay us to clean up your yard, we'd think about it. Depends on the tree. Sure, we'd be cheaper than a tree service. I did have a guy message me saying he was cutting it up, asked me if I wanted the wood, I guarantee it ain't cut like this. It ain't cut all 16. If it's not all cut 14 to 18, I don't want it. Now, this hydraulic leak on here is really starting to annoy me. I might have to get it fixed. And not by the king of firewood. Somebody knows what they're doing. Yeah, it's going to be expensive, but you know, every time I park this in the barn, all the stuff that's leaked out, you know, drips all over the barn floor. I would say when I started out, you know, probably half a face cord in the truck. Probably how much I've got out of this. Cousin Joe watching. Randy Clay. How about you, Billy Otis? Speaking of Billy Otis, about time for a union break, I would think. There are a few smaller ones in there that I know I could pick up off the ground if I had to. Nothing light about oak. Take that union brake. This is lukewarm. It's been in my refrigerator. Been only every night. Every night when I go to bed, I put the generator cord on our freezer. I have a couple small refrigerators downstairs that I haven't been putting the power cord on. Let's see how many people are watching, make sure it's still recording. Oh yeah, we got 22 watching. Yeah, Billy Otis is here. Right on cue, took that union break at the right time. Ron Ernest here, Gerald Dixon, John Dunning, I got a lot of retirees watching me. They miss working. They want to watch somebody work in real time. Well, finally dropped a piece, but it's just a regular sized piece. I can pick that up. The reservoir on the hydraulic fluid is about half full. I know Ted the saw surgeon told me it doesn't need to be full. Well, that did a lot. Anybody go to that Firewood show in Maine this weekend? I know TKP was there. Starting to make a dent. I'm always leery about them ones with knots. They like to pop out at you. I didn't put a wheelbarrow down. I'm trying to brush the debris that way. Not really in a good position where I can throw them way back up in there. Because the, you know, the splitter's in my way. It'd be best if I was standing on the other side. But then I'd have to use this with my bad arm. It can be done. It'd be a lot slower. Be definitely working up an appetite for lunch today. Figure out what we can microwave. Although we have been using our outdoor grill to cook a lot. I actually had to turn on my wall heater. Runs off our propane. Been getting down in the 40s at night. I wasn't sure if I was going to work up a sweat, but I am now. Can't take a shower. No power means no running water. Yes, we can flush the toilet. We just got to get water from our lake. If I want to throw them up there farther, I got to split them smaller. You should be able to see how much I have left in my truck. Honestly, the wood I put in bay 2 should just be for customer pickup only. This side's starting to fill up nicely in bay 2. I'd like to get a minimum of 10 full cords in here. Won't be enough to last all winter by any stretch of the means. I'm hoping Mike can do some stockpiling himself, do some drying of the wood, and then he can deliver directly when we get orders, instead of having to come up here, pick up the wood. Alright, I gotta move some of them forward. I gotta move some of them forward. 17 watching. It's a Monday. Maybe some people can watch their lunch break like Corey Classman in Newton, Iowa. Whoa. Well, that could take an eye out. Yeah. I get these to a point where I can reach them. I have to go on the other side for those. This one ready. Put one in the chamber, Rogala. There we go. That one's ready to go. Tripped on the barrel. Nice to have somebody help you, but guess what? You gotta have that person, pay that person, unless it's Cousin Joe volunteering his time. All right. Reach him now. Take the union break while I'm over here. I don't want to spend another night sitting in the dark, folks. Alright, game playing's over. Back to work. Yeah, Larry Cluck told me that you should change the oil on your generator or whatever every 50 hours of use. We're about 79 hours right now just on this power outage, this single one. 50 hours seems slow to me, but it's probably been 4 or 5 years since the oil's been changed on it. Maybe 3, but probably more like 4 or 5. And we lose our power a lot. As you can see, we live out in the sticks, in the middle of nowhere. All the power lines are going through the woods. Got all these dead ash trees and other stuff falling on it. We've had 2 major storms this year. And then I think we had another one, 2 others where we lost it for a day or like half a day each time. But then we had 2 bad ones. This is the second bad one where we're at about 79 hours and counting. And then the one from March 30th, I think it was out till April 2nd. Another 80-hour power outage. And the power company wants to raise the rates on everybody. I don't blame the linemen, the guys out fixing it. I blame the greedy owners for not going out and being proactive and taking down some of these trees that are leaning towards their lines. But no, they like to wait till the power's out. And of course the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. And they're saying less than 20 customers are out at our particular location. There's other places that are more densely populated, and they get fixed first. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. We just gotta tough her out. Good thing we're tough. Let's see the light at the end of the tunnel, folks. We're getting there. But like I say, this is about half a face cord. So, 75 bucks worth of wood that I just split once I'm done. If I let that go all the way back, it really has that hydraulic fluid gushing. That one went deep. I know it's tough watching long replays. You're watching the replay and you made it this far in, you're my hero. Let me know in the comments, say, yeah, Joe, I'm still watching, I'm your hero. Not all heroes wear capes, folks. Kind of big, but remember, this is most likely, I'm not selling this for summer campfire wood. It's going to be winter wood. I don't know if it'll be in a fireplace or a wood stove, but somebody might get heat benefits out of it. Usually people just watch to watch the fire, or burn to watch the fire, watch the flames. And the coals. And Craig's course the coals. I doubt Craig's watching it this long. He watches on YouTube. Now if you were actually watching this live on Facebook, you're already here, you know. I don't know if Judy's watching. I think she only watches when Mike's in a video. Well, it looks like I buried my rake. The rake that I used to get it down, the wood down. But this one I'm gonna sell from first. I don't think I can get it out of there. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I'll have to show you here when I'm done. I was at the gas station getting gas for the splitter. I think on Saturday, I ran into a guy there getting gas, and he said he sells he sold 80 cords, 80 full cords last year. He said his price is the same as mine. And he's not too far from me either. He must have been doing it for years and years and built up a loyal clientele like I got that just buy from him every year. But he's 76 years old, kind of getting old for doing firewood. It's rough on me at 55. Two more, folks. That one almost went off. I don't want to knock that off. There's danger of falling right now. Right now I got a Joe cord of oak to deliver to a pizza oven place. Then I got to take a face cord. I think he used it for winter time. I think he used it for winter and summer. And then I got to load up the trailer again with a Joe cord to drop it off at Scott's. And then Scott said he wanted another truckload of campfire wood. He has been getting winter wood. Basically all my orders lately have been for winter wood, but not enough. No, I'm gonna get bombed for orders in the fall. Last one, folks. The one I was looking for. Oh. Sometimes you don't know when them damn knots are in there. Kinda hurt my hand a little bit. Didn't feel good. On top of the nerve pain I'm already in. What's a little more pain, folks? Could have been worse. Could always be worse. Ugh. That's a wrap. Oh. Get that one that fell. We'll show you what we got. Filled up that corner. Filled it up. Oh, I lose the signal, Billy? I lose the signal? As I have it this time of year, I might not be able to do live streams as much because I can lose the signal. Let's go see if a generator's still running. Maybe we got our power back while I was doing that. Oh, King of Firewood's back though. Now I gotta go load my truck up. Gotta go load it up. So, generator's still running. No power. But at least one of these trees didn't come down and take out our brand new roof. Mess up the house. Alright, Rogala, thanks for watching. But I gotta go load my truck up now. Ask the king if he wants to help me. He's been wanting to go up there and they give us some free pizza. So I gotta go ask the king if he knows what he didn't know what his schedule was the other day. So go see if he wants to do that. But I'm trying to figure out if I could set you guys down to wrap her up. There we go. Let me get this out of here. I gotta go park this. Oh, you son of a... Anyway. Alright folks, I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody for the thumbs up. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.